Hey Sarah,
Brock.
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this call.
Wonderful. All right. I'm also excited. So let's get right to it. And so remind me your hopes you want to get from the call today.
I would love to gain confidence in myself and let go of any and all blocks and mental blocks. Um, and I want to embody my highest self and just be all that I am all the time and not hold myself back. Pretty much. And be connected with God at all times.
Awesome. Well, those are wonderful goals, and I'm happy to help you with that. Today, I'm going to open us in prayer just for a minute because I want to acknowledge Source as the creation of this. Like, we're just participants that get to enjoy what Source can do.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take a few minutes and kind of prepare the space. So if you can just take some deep breaths, actually do like 2 breaths in from your diaphragm, and then take like you're trying to like blow your bad breath on somebody, like, you know, hypothetically, not saying you, but so the 2 breaths in,
Okay.
whichever way. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring your nervous system down to baseline. Right now you feel a little excited, I can tell, and I'm happy for that. But in order to get into that very deep level of mind that holds your programming, we're going to have to get really still. Okay? So I've got my singing bowl here, and I'm just going to make a little sound. And in just a minute, I'll give a few words of thanks, and then we will start with the guided meditation that includes a ball of light, and then also we'll do a little reframing around some situations that they're really going to be memories about your level of confidence and what created those memories. And then we'll wrap everything up at the end and put it in a nice bow, and then we'll release it like a red balloon, and it'll be set free. All right. You're welcome. Okay. So let's start acknowledging all the work you've done in the last few months, and the fact that a lot of the things you're hoping to see today, I want you to know that others are already seeing in you from your recent growth. So like that confidence that you really want, all we're going to really have to do is reframe, because I believe that when you really see yourself and where you're at today, this is not like the first time we've done this. And so I really hope today we're just going to integrate those parts where you don't forget about parts of yourself. Like, you really get to, your supercomputer mind is like really all put together, and that emotion and that thought is synced up, and we're in this yoga. It's like a harmony of body and breath and mind, wholeness, completeness, right? And so that's kind of what we're looking for. So yeah, I appreciate the work you've been doing. Congratulations on your breakthrough. Your success has obviously been impacting others, and that's a really significant measure of someone's level. So
thank you.
yes, thank you for impacting lives.
My pleasure.
All right, so in a minute, we're going to go a little bit deeper with some breath work. Remember the sawing wood. We're basically going to try to force out. Don't really worry as much about the inhale. Just try to force out all the air through your nose. Okay, we're going to do 21 of those. Are you ready?
Yep. In through the nose. Nose.
Yep. You're not really going to breathe in. It's just going to happen on its own. You're just going to try to force out the air as hard as you can every time. The inhale happens automatically.
Okay.
And okay, now go ahead and take one preparation breath just to level set. I love when the wind picks up.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Wonderful day today. All right. 21 exhales on 3, 2, 1. Okay, now take a recovery inhale. Where are you feeling a little bit of that tension?
In the mind a little.
Your mind, not your lower back.
In there too.
I feel, okay, I'm going to take away your mind. Your mind for right now is under my control. Your job is not to think right now. Your job is to receive and align yourself with your breathing. Okay. So thoughts are just energy, and emotion is also just energy. So your thoughts and your emotion, it's a part of you, but that's not all of you. So what we're doing right now as we connect with source is we're connecting with our level of knowing and being. We're going to integrate this higher heart, this higher mind that can observe that the thinker. Okay. So it's like we're going up in the elevator. Right now we're at level 1. We're about to go up to level 2 in the elevator. And what that's going to do is that's just going to allow us to be above ourselves, or perhaps just really fully inside of ourselves. You can feel me pulsing inside of you. I am your heart. You can feel the pumping of blood through me. I am your veins. I am each and every part of this body. Thank you, Brock, for thinking for me.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't have to say it. I'm just connecting you with all the parts of your body you forget to say thank you to, that work effortless. Like, you don't have to try. Your heart beats for you your whole life. And isn't that wonderful? You don't have to remember to make your heart beat.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeps you alive. You don't have to remember to breathe either. Like you can try to stop breathing and you'll just pass out and then start breathing again. Like you can't just hold your breath to die. Like your body's smarter than you. So let's just let your body, you know, come alive, shake it out a little bit. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Yes. So it's easy to be you. It's super easy to be you. Like, no offense, I'm not saying you don't have struggles, but I'm saying
For sure.
you have, it means a lot to find it so easy. Okay. So all we're really today working on is owning parts of you that are already there. You're just like not allowing yourself to see. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because your beauty, your beauty is evident to everyone. Your beautiful soul is being evidenced in your impact you're having on others, close and far away as well. So it's cool. It's cool when you feel that gratitude for yourself and you realize like, oh yeah, God loves me. Like, actually, I love me. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Say it. I would like to hear you say that.
I'm awesome.
Okay.
And I'm powerful. I'm doing a great job. And I'm proud of myself because I am growing.
Yes. And you're doing the work. Some people don't ever even do the work. They don't even try.
Right.
You're awesome. And in a minute, in a little bit, you're going to say that again, and we'll see if there's a bunch of emotion behind it and it's power packed, and we see if there was a shift and an upgrade in that belief right there. Okay, so let's talk for a minute before we go a little deeper about your confidence. Okay, so everyone receives an inheritance. And what I mean by that is everyone has conditions that creates their neural structures. Okay. So you got some life. You didn't choose what house to be born into. You didn't choose siblings. You didn't choose what school you went to. None of that was up to you. So you've inherited certain things just kind of by default.
Yeah.
Okay. And how you feel about yourself is one of those things for the most part. And so I'm just curious, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your confidence overall?
I would rate my confidence at a like 7.5.
Okay. Yes. Good. That's good. You're passing, right? 7 out of 10 means you're passing. Obviously, we want to get that to an 8.5 today.
Yeah.
And I think we want to get you up there even higher. Do you remember when we started working where you thought your confidence number was?
Was it like a 4?
I think you said 5. We'll say 4 or 5. So congratulations. Major progress in less than a year. Major progress in less than a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, how would you rate your confidence right now in this very moment?
I would probably say, I don't know. I don't feel super confident for some reason.
Okay.
Maybe like a 6.
Okay.
I think
So,
recording. I don't know.
because you know there's people watching this right now in the future.
Yeah. So like I just need to not care.
Yeah.
Just be.
Right. Well, forget your confidence in yourself. Like, what about your confidence in me? What about your confidence in God? Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's faith. Faith is trust. Faith is hope. It's knowing in this unseen, you know, faith is hoping for things unseen, right? So we know what we want, and we know we've already seen progress in this area, right? So can we start by saying that, you know, you already have gotten what you were hoping to get,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll continue to see more results.
100%.
Does that connect? Do you feel that like, okay, I have made progress already in these areas?
Yes.
That connects. Nice. I really like your hoodie, by the way. Be original. And I love the color. I love the mountains as well. So cool hoodie. All right. Let's do another round. Okay. We were doing the breath work. I asked you, whatever. And then you were like, oh, my mind, right? We weren't settled yet. We're putting the baby to bed. And that thinking process is going to give way to just the sensation of your nostrils and your lungs and the feeling of the body. It's going to dominate. We're going to force the air. I am the air coming out of my nose. Okay. So let's do that again. This time we're going to do 33. They call that a lion's breath when you just like, it's really going to help you release a lot of carbon dioxide. And ultimately what we're doing is we're upgrading the quality of the proteins that our body's producing in the brain, in the blood, and just basically increasing the oxygen saturation in your bloodstream, which is going to feel wonderful.
So cool.
Yes. So don't stress. There's no pressure. Anyone who may be watching this in the future is so grateful and appreciative for you for leading and showing and being authentic and being vulnerable and just being yourself. So, and when you don't have to hide and when you don't have to pretend, icky things will fall away. They're about to fall off you right now. I'm going to show you a process. Yeah, we're going to cut cords to some things. Like you've already done the integration. Now you're just going to acknowledge it. That's a lot of what's going to happen today, which is really cool. You've been doing the work. I'm really proud of you. I know that you're working hard. All right, 33 breaths. 3, 2, 1. I'll take some sips of air as needed if you need to fill up a little more. I am not the body, not the brain. I'm not the thoughts or the emotions. I'm not even the observing presence. I am the universe becoming aware of itself. There's no need to think about anything right now. Everything is exactly as it should be in this moment. I can relax into ease and peace, knowing what's coming is better. Every day, things are getting better and better. Hallelujah. Blow off any steam you feel now. Like get a big inhale and just any tension you may be holding in your shoulders or in your neck. We're just blowing off any steam. Okay, this time we're going to do what's called shaman breath. All of this is going to be in through the mouth and out through the mouth. So you're just going to do, if you can, imagine like the lower. So down to your diaphragm, there's a larger concentration of these little sacs in your lungs called alveoli. And they are what suck oxygen out of the air. So you've got your lower lungs, and most people are chest breathers. Like, if you ever noticed, people like this is how they move. And my choir teacher many years ago taught me, like, you should keep your abs tight, and when you breathe in, your chest should not come out. Right? Like, if you can pull down, you're really filling the lower lungs. Okay. So that first breath of the shaman breath, we're going to try to fill the lower lungs. The next one, we're going to try to fill our chest. Okay. So 2 ins and then 1 out. Okay. And it might sound like this. Okay. I feel so good just doing 3 reps. Okay. They call it shaman breath. And all shaman, really, I want you to know, was like a tribal ancestor. So they were connected to the ancient truth. Like, they were the ones who, they had the ceremonies, and they continued the traditions of all of whatever, you know, spiritual practices and religions these tribes were a part of. You know, these people just kind of would hold ceremonies and create space, and maybe they would do drums, or they would do the bowl to create these tones, and help hold space for people to connect. So the shaman breath is you connecting with source, because you know you've got a gift on your life, and this is something you know is a part of who you are. So let's just allow it in, fully integrate it as a part of who we are. And we're going to continue this breathing practice. And I promise things will speed up a little bit. We're just kind of laying a foundation. We got to go within, reclaim. All right. I am the lungs. I am the breath. All right. Let's try 21 shaman breaths. You might feel a little lightheaded. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, like, towards the end, you might get a little lightheaded, and that's okay. You know, if you pass out, you're on the bed. Are you safe? Yeah. Okay. So you'll be good. If you do pass out, I'll wait for you here. You'll come back to your body. Don't worry. You probably won't pass out, but you might feel a little lightheaded. All right. 21 shaman breaths in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hey, Miss Debbie. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. All right. No lack of connection over here. Source is here. Oh my God. Source is here. So it feels good to be here with you. And
Yeah, that just lit something up in me.
nice. Wonderful. So I want you to think back to the first time you had a lack of confidence in yourself. Where were you?
At my house.
Okay. Tell me more.
just being made fun of by my brother Ryan, who called me insulting names for a lot of my life.
Okay. Like making you think you were dumb or not good enough?
It first started off like calling me like fat, tubby Alaska, because I was overweight for a little bit. So he would just pick on me like crazy. And then later in life he'd call me dumb and stupid and stuff.
Okay. And do you think you had closure from those sort of experiences?
Not fully.
So it's possible there's still a part of you that's a child that's hurt, that's still like, yeah, I guess I was fat, or yeah, I guess I was dumb, or yeah, whatever. Like,
Definitely.
so when we reframe the work, all we really do is by getting our interpretation closer to source, we can basically allow forgiveness for all parties involved. And so your brother, as we've discussed, and with all love, hey, Ryan, hope you see this. We love you. We're not mad at you for what you said to Sarah. Anyways, so yeah, you can see it in a new light, put a new angle on it. Like, you know what? It looks like you're in pretty good shape, you know? So let's thank your brother for his superficiality, right? Like, because obviously he helped you get to a place where, you know, maybe whatever it was is getting sorted out. I'm not saying anything about anything except that, yeah, man, sometimes we suffer. Like, we all suffer in life. And typically it strengthens us. And I see a strong woman sitting in front of me. Okay. Mm-hmm. So like, put your shoulders back. You're going to have to accept what I'm saying. Okay. I want you to pull back a little bit. Like, I know this may feel uncomfortable because like you may feel like the girls are out, like you're kind of more exposed when you like pull your shoulders back. But like, how does a leader sit? How does a leader look around the room? You know, like, how does the queen enter a room? Right? Like, the confidence manifests itself, or I should say the lack of confidence manifests itself in our body postures as well. So it's really easy to stay in our patterns. And that's why it's hard to shift, even when we know, like, okay, hold on, I don't necessarily believe that anymore, but it doesn't necessarily just go away, right? Like, it's kind of stored in our bodies, in even the way we walk, the way we talk. Because I could say, like, how does a leader sit? And you do it, and you're there, and you're feeling leader energy, bossing up. You're bossing up your energy, because you can have an impact, right? Tell me about someone who you think appreciates the message you share.
My neighbor Michelle, who lives a few houses down. I recently helped her see the light. She was in an abusive relationship, and I just reminded her of her worth and settle, and no one deserves to be disrespected. And she's been super, super appreciative of me and calls me an angel and stuff.
I get that. You kind of are.
Yeah.
Very cool. Your energy is very positive. It's very beautiful. People see that shine. So don't hide it.
Yeah.
Don't cower back. Okay. Keep those shoulders up. You know, like, imagine you're a statue. You're one of those statues, you know, they painted. Like, you've got perfect posture. Okay. And the reason I know you've got perfect posture, and in just a minute, I'm going to snap my fingers like this. And yeah, exactly. See, it already worked. So we're going to make a new association, because who you are, your mind is actually a map of the future. Okay. Your map is like, people who focus on the past, they basically think, you know, a repeatable past is a predictable future. So everybody just goes through cycles, and we're going to set some new patterns. We're going to set some intentions right into this part of your mind. Yeah, right into this part of the mind that's like holds in. It's just going to hold in all the things we set for you today, like self-love. And you know what you're saying about how no one deserves to be disrespected? I want you to commit to something right now. And if you can't, say you can't. But if you can, say you will. Okay? I want you to look in the mirror and high five yourself. And I want you to be like, you're worthy of my love. You are. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you commit to doing that for 7 days?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if at 7 days you like it and it feels good, go all the way to 21 days, just if you want. Okay. 7 days will prove my point. But you're worthy of your respect. You should respect yourself enough to acknowledge that you're worthy of your own love. And I'm with you. Trust me. Okay. I feel like some of us are wounded healers, right? Like we want to pour into other people because of what we've been through, right? But we have to remember to pour into ourselves, love ourselves. You're great. You know that. You're great. Okay, awesome. We can agree that you're great. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's my first quantum high five I've ever done. So
your first what?
That's my first quantum high five. Congratulations. All right, we are going to speed up the meditation. We're going deeper. You're almost there. I feel you getting in your space. And yeah, you're wonderful. Say that. Tell me some more about yourself. Okay, let me help you. I am wonderful.
All right, that is. I am wonderful.
Yes, you are. That was much better. How's your heart?
My heart's good and it's happy.
Okay. Is it hurt or is it healed?
It's pretty healed. It's on the right path.
Okay. There's a verse I can't recall that says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God." I think that you're pure of heart. So although there may be half of your heart that's still hurt, it might actually be what we're holding on to in our head. It's the labels.
Yep.
So today we're going to shift our labels to wholeness, to healing, to healed. And that heart healing is an important part of your inner game, right? Because ultimately, once we get out of being like self-focused and you're like, well, C.S. Lewis said it this way. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less, right? So once we get this done, you're going to be in a space where you think about other people and what is hurting that person. Like that person's pain that you can speak to, like your friend Michelle, because you went through something similar and you're like, you know what? Been there. That sucked. You know what I did? I did the work, right? Yeah. Like you have to heal yourself. This world is broken. This is a dark world. People are, by dark, I mean unconscious, ignorant. Like we just don't fully understand where all of this came from. Like so much of who we think we are is just the habits and the patterns that we saw the people who raised us doing, period. Like we learn more by what they did than what they said, but you probably still end up saying the same sort of phrases too. Woo! I got fired up. Okay. If we did one more round of shaman breath, would you be able to handle it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to push your boundary right now. Like this might expand your threshold of either pain or whatever. Yeah. You know what? I really like what you did there. I want to take a second and acknowledge what you did. Sky dancer. Okay. We're acknowledging the sky dancer. We're embracing your higher heart. Yes. Yes. There's a part of your spirit that's dancing in the sky. And yes, when you just light up, just let heaven open up above you and just let that feeling that you feel, like, stop blocking it. Every time you think about what someone else is thinking about, you block it. You just shut it right off. You keep doing it now. You keep doing it. We're going to unblock it. Nothing can unblock you from source. There's nothing between you and source. God made you a special way with a special gift. Not everybody's the same. You're pretty much what I would call a prayer warrior. You pray for people. You're a spiritual person. You've earned God's respect, right? You don't just get to where you are today without having a pure heart. That's the point. Okay. Some of this I'm teaching to you. Some of this I'm teaching to others, right? So, but I'm reminding you who you are, because that is who you are. Like, don't forget who you've been. You've always been the person in your family that is receptive to other people's energy, attitude, emotion. Like, oh, how can I help you feel better, bro? Or whatever. It's who you are. You're made for this.
Yeah.
You're so perfect for it. Right? All you have to acknowledge your calling, like, oh yes, I'm called to do this, and realize, oh, this is who I've always been. And then let's allow that in right here in your core, in your heart. I want you to be like, I'm worthy of my own love.
I'm worthy of my own love. Always.
Agreed. Always and forever. I believe that. I believe you just said that and you meant it and you felt it. So that was a huge, all we need is one anchor. Okay. We're going to refer back to this moment in the future. I'm going to be like, remember that day when you decided you're worthy of your own love. You are. Look at all the people that love you.
And I'm the most worthy of my own love. Like, hello, Sarah.
Yeah. Imagine blocking yourself from all the love you're giving to everyone else. That sounds horrible, right? Share it with yourself at least.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're going to do this right here. We're going to go back a step to our, and when we go up, we're going to exhale. And we're going to open hands.
Okay.
Okay. Woo. Get my shoulders ready. Any tension you feel in your shoulders, we're about to blast through. We're going to cut through any energy cords to illusion, negativity, darkness, bullshit, old stories. Your mind is a map of the future. Who you were is a part of who you become, but it does not define how you feel moment by moment. All right? Your mind is a map of the future. You are going to answer your calling. You're going to fulfill your mission. You're going to know what your mission is so you can actually take one step in that direction. My mission is this way. I'll figure it out as we go. Okay, here we go. Step one. Woo! Okay. Yep. All right. You already did step one. We're already past step one. That's the point. Yes, let's integrate. You're wonderful.
You too.
Thank you. I received that. Okay, 21. Exhale.
Stop. My cat. Don't. 1 second. Sorry.
No worries.
You. I didn't want my cat to jump on my bureau and knock over my water.
Why do cats love knocking over glasses of water?
Hey, my mom knocked over my glass of water this morning.
Intentionally?
No, with the bag she was holding. I had
Okay.
it on the table, but that's okay.
Yeah. A lot of times the disrespect we receive from others is unintentional.
Yeah.
Like when people don't know why they get triggered by things.
Yep. 100%.
I call them iniquities. It's like a generational inheritance. And
Yeah.
let's see if I can light this incense. It's a bit windy, but
yeah, my mom was feeling cranky this morning to my brother, and I reminded him, she's just gone through a lot and don't take it personally. She obviously, isn't feeling her best.
yes, it's definitely the people closest to us that can push our buttons the best and the easiest.
Yep.
Your mom. All right. Let's pray.
All right, 2 seconds.
Okay, no rush, no rush.
You look relaxed.
Yes, I am at peace. Oh, wow, you can still see me? Oh, this is wonderful. I might just conduct the rest of the exercise from zero gravity position. Hey, so I thought it was funny how Source gave us a little God wink when I was mentioning, if somebody came by. And then when I had what I would call, it's sort of like speaking in tongues, right? Like I had that laughter that was kind of like out of nowhere from the breathing. It just kind of overcame me, this feeling. And of course, there was a witness because God has a sense of humor, okay? If you didn't know that, God absolutely. And I want to tell you something too. Religion is a good start, right? Like religion gets people on a spiritual path. And some people may roast me for this and whatever, they can if they want. We each have a message that God puts in our hearts. And so God is not judging you. God does not care what you do. Whatever you think you may do that's wrong, whether it's whatever it may be, any of the things you do is how God created you. This is a way you were made. I do believe that path of progress and growth. Just breathe. I love that. Another cool shirt. You got a dandelion shirt. You got a Polaroid.
My neighbor gave me. And this was my Nana, so I felt like it'd be cool.
Oh, your Nana's scarf. Very cool. I'm going to give thanks for your Nana for giving you that scarf. It's a beautiful scarf.
Thank you. Yeah, she passed when I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
Special to have something of hers.
Yes, definitely. We're about to go into a guided meditation. And during that process, we're going to set some new anchors and we're going to create a ball of light, which basically will like drip energy. Angels will do this, right? There's a verse that says basically, ask and you shall receive. You receive not because you ask not. We live in a free will planet / universe. Like God, you have a guardian angel. Every single person has at least one, guaranteed, 100%. Okay, but you never acknowledge them and say, "Hey, could you support me today? That would be cool. Like, could you help me out today? I need a little bit of good vibes or some energy." Like, okay, so let's acknowledge Source and angels. Source, thank you for today. Thank you for the wind. The weather's beautiful. I love what you've given me today. This sort of windy and overcast, refreshing, invigorating spirit today. Thank you for sending Jesus as a beautiful teacher who gives us evidence of your love for us, and taking away all of our impurities. You wanted us to say, hey, in the name of Jesus, I can experience your cleansing power. Okay. Today, we're going to remove the veil of illusion and delusion. We're going to take away the labels we've given ourselves that came from less than loving places and less than loving people and people that didn't know and maybe still don't know the power of God and maybe still are missing something in their heart. Okay. Hurt people. Okay. And hard hearts, that's not it. Okay. We lighten our heart. We soften our heart. We allow ourselves to be authentic, to be vulnerable. And you're doing such a good job at that already. You are crushing it. Yes, you are wonderful. Okay. Don't forget it. Whatever you remember about yourself, that's just your current mental inventory. Okay. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to understand how that mental inventory works. And we're going to add a whole nother file cabinet where you can be like, oh no, I was over here in this bullshit file cabinet. Right. Okay. And then we're going to have a different BS file cabinet over here. Okay. These are a new set of belief systems. Like, okay, this is BS over here. This is a different BS. Like, let me pick out of this cabinet. Okay. We're going upstairs. We're not going to connect to the first floor. That's the basement. It's dirty. It's not been cleaned out. We can still go down there. You know, it's important to meet people where they are too. So knowing what is in your basement is important. Like what hurt your heart and what led you to look for God, right? And find him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hallelujah. So we're about to do these. Skittle's trying to throw us off track. She's not going to do it. All right. So I'm calling this sky breath. We're connecting with the sky dancer. Okay. There is a version of you that is like, staying alive, or whatever in the sky right now, way up there. It's in a dimension that's not physical. So don't like think it's like, in a way, yeah, it's literally above your head. But in another way, it's just, we're just connecting with a part of you that is there.
Mm-hmm.
Just typically consciously acknowledge this part. Like you don't typically say like, yeah, when I close my eyes and I don't think anybody's watching and I'm like, I'm dancing in the sky, right? I know you have those moments. Don't even act like you don't, you're a car dancer. Like, I know it. You dance in the car. When your song comes on, you're like, okay, I love this song. You can't help it. It moves you.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Such a wonderful spirit. Thank you for sharing. We're going to do 21 sky breaths. Are you ready?
Yep.
We'll do a lion's breath because I need that. If you also need a lion's breath, do it with me. But just like a full inhale. Let the ugliness out. I know you're so afraid to show that. So afraid to show the ugliness. Sometimes it's ugly.
Yeah.
Yep. 21 sky breaths. Okay, so we're gonna are we inhaling or exhaling on the up?
Exhaling, I think you said. Well, yeah.
Exhale on the up, inhale on the down. Nope, reverse that.
Okay.
The hands are forcing out the breath. So every time you reach up, you're inhaling, and then you're pulling it down, and you're exhaling out the bullshit below you, and you're bringing down heaven. You're letting the angels fill your cup. Yes. Let the angels fill your cup.
Okay.
Ready? All right, 21. Ready, go. You may have to slow down. I can't handle it. I can handle it. Give me more. I was kidding. I can handle it. Give me more.
All right, bye, bro.
God bless Sean.
God bless you, brother. I said,
Okay.
God bless you, and I love you.
I love your brother.
Brock loves you too.
Okay. I couldn't handle it. God broke me up. We need to start over. We got to do that one over.
Okay. Yeah, but it.
Yeah, I promise we're almost to the meditation.
No rush. I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
I can definitely tell like that I'm way more relaxed than when we started. So that's really cool.
Cool. Good. Not
job.
only you're welcome. Not only are you more relaxed than you were at the start of this, you're not going to go back. You're not going to slip back into that other version of yourself. Bumblebee, I'm sorry. That honeybee wanted to say hello, so he just blew by my face and
He agreed with you.
yes, he was in agreement with us. So, but yeah. So this confidence that you feel right now in self-love, it's something you need to tell yourself every day for a little bit.
For sure.
It will become a part of you. Okay? How are your shoulders? Are you back? Are you up? Are you strong? Punch, yes, yes. Here's the deal. If you're not gaining ground, you're losing ground. Okay? Sorry to warn you, but the battle we're in is spiritual. Okay? There's a war at your gate. Okay? This device, I wish I could pick it up. I don't even have it with me. People pick up their phones 400 times a day. A lot of the information you're consuming is not like your conscious choice. You're just, what's the lottery of today giving me to look at and think about, right? And that can have a big impact in your way of being, your state of being. So we got to be careful. We got to take control of ourselves. You're doing that now. Say, I'm doing that now.
Not now and forevermore.
Okay, good. Say that again.
I'm doing that now and forevermore.
Cool. Tomorrow you'll do it again.
Yep.
And God's just going to keep giving you reminders. You're not going to be able to forget, because every time you forget, something's going to remind you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another thing I want to add, you mentioned self-love, integration, connection to source, or better. Remember when you were saying the things, remember when you were saying like the things you were hoping to get out of this? I want you to go back and we say those things again and then add or better at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So what are you hoping to get out of today's session?
Confidence or
Okay,
more.
Or better. Good. Let's go back. I set you up. I'm going to ask a better question. I didn't ask a good question because hope is just wishing. Okay. What are you confident will have changed by the end of this session? Based on where you're sitting right now, I put you back in that low place. I'm going to bring you back up to your big place. Okay. We got to remember, you're both of those people. Okay. Listen, your message of love and worthiness for others, you deserve to hear that message. You deserve your own love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your confidence, it's not a measure of yourself. Okay. Your confidence is Godfidence. What is your confidence in God? Forget about you. Okay? Now, tell me, what are you going to get out of this programming we're about to do right now? If God could make you the person you know you're called to become, who are you now declaring, I am going to be, I am this? A little whole flock of birds is flying over me right now. Raise your perspective, they say.
I could be a very confident and embodied Sarah who believes in herself and knows her worth and is
Okay,
all right.
but on a posture level.
Yeah.
Right now, you just give yourself constant reminders to correct your posture. Who is the person whose posture naturally is that person? Who is she? What would she say right now? What would that girl, that woman say? Who's like, oh, I'm embodying all of that right now. Because it's in you. Just hold on, okay? So we have these mental labels. We have our old identity of like who your brother told you you were, which, by the way, doesn't matter. Who did God tell you who you are? That does matter. That's the, okay? That's who defines you, okay? God defines you. God tells you who you are. You are made in the image and the likeness of God. That's who you are. You are made to call and serve people like your brother and others that need what you offer, right?
Yep.
So they don't define you. Does what they think of you matter? Yes, but only 49%. 51% of what defines you, meaning you tipping the scale, is what you think of yourself based on who God told you that you are. I coach myself up every day, Sarah. I'm going to be honest with you. The thing I told you to do, look yourself in the mirror and high five yourself. You know where that came from? Me doing that to me, okay? It's a hard world. Life is hard. It's not going to be easy. It's not. They never told us it would be easy. What they said was like, it'll be worth it. That's completely different, okay? It's not easy. It's hard. You're going to have to be like, damn it, I got to pick myself up again. And I want you to high five yourself and be like, you're doing good, sis. Like, boom, you're trying hard. You're in there. You're bigger than your challenges. You're ready to grow and stretch yourself and do something you know is a challenge that's going to grow you and stretch you. Okay? It's easy to sit in your comfort zone and be like, yeah, my gifts are good. Like, yeah, God gave you gifts, so you better work even harder so that the other person whose gifts are not yours knows, oh, I can follow this person and I can end up where I need to end up. Okay? Because if they see you not work hard, they don't understand what it's going to take for them to get there. Okay? People don't know your 10-year story. And most people won't hear it. Most people will get your 30-second story.
Yeah.
All right. We got to blow the top off here. Shaman breath. This is the one. Okay. So there's going to be an explosion. Okay. And what's going to happen in this explosion is like anything that's no longer serving you, people, relationships, like connections, is going to be pushed so far away from you, miles away. So far. Okay. And then obviously there's like this power vortex. Like if you blow out, then there's going to need to be like a filling in. Okay. So we're going to fill in with attracting all the right people, all the right vibes, all the right thoughts, all the right body postures, all the right habits, all the things that are aligned with the person you know you are, right? We just need to shake off the energy in your body. Okay? We're shaking off the dust that doesn't define you. Everyone has dust. Me too. We all do.
Yeah.
You got me so passionate. I need to go back to my stillness. How's your stillness?
It's good.
It's about to go, like we're in the valley number 2 right here. We're about to go to peak number 3, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Not only am I still, not only am I grounded, but I'm activated in the upstairs room. Okay, so I'm at level 2. meaning I truly believe all the things. Like reality is a miracle. Life is a miracle. You woke up. You get to breathe. Think about this. What if we lived in a world where not everywhere had oxygen? Like imagine living in a world where if you tried to take a deep breath in somewhere in the wrong spot, there's no oxygen. Oh, I'm dead. You just died. Like, no. Every time you need to reach for a breath, it's there for you.
Yeah.
What a miracle. Like God is in the breath. Let me tell you this. Breath is your primary form of nutrition. You can go days or weeks without eating. Okay. You can go minutes without breathing and you're dead. Think about that. God is in the breath. Like if you ever forget that God is real, just hold your breath until you need a breath. And then you'll know what it feels like to burn for God. You'll be like, okay. Okay, let's do that now. Let's do it. Let's breathe out all the way. Everything is mini exhales all the way out. We're just going to hold our breath. And you may start to panic, okay? And I want you to suppress that. Just let it go. You can push through it, okay? We're just going to hold our breath for, I don't know, a minute, 90 seconds. What do you think?
I'll try a minute to start with.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be beyond what you're capable of doing, but you're going to have to surrender. You don't need. Think about this. When you go underwater and you hold your breath, what's the first thing you do when you come up to the surface?
Take a big gasp of air.
Do you breathe in or do you breathe out?
You breathe in. Right? Coming up.
You'll have to.
When I get to the top.
Yeah. The tub, or I don't know where, the pool. It may take a few months for you to get your answer. The main reason we stay in a low place is because there's toxic air in your lungs, essentially. Okay? So after you hold your breath, the first thing you're probably want to go to do is breathe that out. Like that pressure you feel is your body wanting to let go of that air that's not really serving you any longer. You're going to exhale. All right. So let's just hold your breath. I'm not going to force you to like suffer. Let's just do it once. And then you're going to feel super grounded. Okay. Then we're going to activate your level 2 identity. This is like the person who realizes that every single person is dealing with trauma. Let's just put it that way. We're all bananas. Yeah. Every banana is as unique as the conditions that created it. Okay? So everybody's dealing with trauma, including everyone who's ever hurt you and everyone you're ever going to see in the future. Okay? So let's not look away from their pain. Let's look on their pain with compassion. Okay? Knowing that's the only way we can raise them. Like we can upgrade their feelings about their pain.
Yep, that's what I do.
That's what you do. That's what you already do, right? So let's just acknowledge, thank you, God. Thank you, Source, for giving us these gifts. Thank you for breath that we take for granted. We wake up. As soon as we're born, the first thing we do, we take a breath in. When we die, the last thing we do, we take a breath out. You're gonna breathe out one time for the last time, and that'll be it. You're done with that body. Take a breath.
On to the next.
On to the next. All right. I want you to exhale through the nose all the way out. And once you think you've breathed all the way out, I want you to force even more out. Okay? Let's take a full breath in to start, though. And out. And out. And hold. Take a sip of air. Give yourself a little air. And then all the way out again. Really lean forward, try to compress the lungs and breathe out, out, out. All the way out. Breathe in. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. I didn't laugh.
What?
I didn't last as long as you did.
That's okay.
But
It's
yeah.
okay. Did you panic?
No.
You didn't panic? Okay. No worries. All right. 21, sawing wood. No, 33.
Let's go.
All right, let's do, 33. Feel the wind. You can see this little bush right here. The
Yeah.
wind's picking up. Let's do this. Let
When
me
we're-
fix my hair.
When we're
Oh,
doing that.
Source, we're coming to you right now, directly to connect. Thank you for sending Jesus to take this bullshit out of our energy field. Bye-bye. Release it. Let it go. Let's do this. Let's do one lion's breath, and then we're going to go into 33, what we call sawing wood. Three, two, one. Shoulders back. Yes. Did you see that exhale? Major tension was released on that one. Okay. Like, let your balloon just shake it out. Shake out your silly, Sarah. Release them. You cannot be Sarah forever. Okay. You are becoming Sky Dancer, Starbright, right? Like, come on now. Let it go. Let it go.
Yes.
Your tension is yours. You can, right? Argue for it all you want. Keep it all you want. You can. Let's let it go.
Yeah.
Yes, we're about to do 33 shaman breaths. This is it. This is the moment where heaven's going to open up. Angels are going to pour into you. You're going to feel this angelic energy over you. It's going to feel so good. It's going to cleanse and integrate all of these broken parts of yourself. And you're going to be like, if God loves me and the angels love me, my guardian angels are here. They love me. I'm going to allow them in. I'm not going to block them out with my darkness anymore. I'm cutting cords to illusions, darkness, attachments right now. If there were any attachments in your mind or body, I'm cutting through those cords right now. Anything is being loosed. It's no longer binding. It is let go. It served you. It served its purpose. It is now ready to be sent back to source, to be upgraded. It's going to be evolved. And it's going to be repurposed. It's going to be sent back down for somebody else. Because that message, that mission, that energy had a mission. It had a message. It served its message. It got us here. We're ready. 33 shaman breaths. You ready?
Mm.
Do this one time. Say, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a drill sergeant voice?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can use it right now.
You ever scream at the chauffeur?
No.
Okay. Good answer. Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna tell you this. There is such a thing as righteous anger, okay? Healthy boundaries are an important part of self-love and confidence. Okay? So all of your feelings right now, all of them. I feel like there's a little part of you that's like, no, negativity and all that. No. That's not me. Like bullshit. That is a part of you. You're fully human, okay? And if somebody brings out the old me, like they can, okay? You're not going to go there. We're not going to stoop to that level, but you could choose that if you wanted. Trust me, it's there. It's still there, okay? You're fully integrating all of those parts. Like there's still a lot of strength left in my slap a bitch hand, you know? Try not to use it.
Yeah.
It's all love, man. Like, you know, but let's just let that sunshine of acceptance and forgiveness. Like, yeah, I'm fully human. I feel all the feelings. They're all valid. They're all welcome here. They're loved. I love your anger. Your anger led you to someplace higher than apathy, depression, you know, or hopelessness. And I don't know if you've ever spent too long there. Everybody feels hopeless at some point about something.
Totally.
It might just be when you watch your sports team and you're like, like, why? Why are the cow? Why? You know? And then you graduate that like later, and then the sun is shining down so beautifully.
I can't wait to go.
The sun is coming from behind a cloud, and Source is like, my love for you is this bright. It's so big and bold. Yeah, and you feel it. You know this. Your love for other people, I just want you to put a little boom, just put a little circle back for you. Don't forget. So for the next 7 days, you're committing to loving yourself and letting that posture sink in, okay? Yeah. That new confident queen posture, okay? If you need a new piece of jewelry, go get that, all right? That's going to be important. If you need that, get that.
Cool.
Shaman breath. Ready?
Yeah.
You remember how to do it? Okay.
I'm debating if I should go sit outside for this one or should I just stay put?
Are you debating, or did you get a nudge, but you are trying to decide where that nudge came from?
I'm going to go outside.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just hold some space real quick.
Okay.
All right. Just going to talk to myself for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, you're still there?
I just got back in my room.
Oh, okay. I was, yeah, about to say something, but I'm back. You're back. Okay. Are you going outside?
Yeah. Sorry, one sec.
Okay. I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna enjoy zero gravity for a minute.
Yep.
Best
Take it
chair
in.
ever, by the way.
Yes, I did those too. There.
Yeah. Feel free to enjoy my daughter's art behind me. None of these pieces are for sale currently, but like if I do put them on sale, you would be one of the people that will get first choice because, well, I mean, she has a gift. I'm not trying to brag or boast, but like you, she has a spiritual, like, I thought kids were blank slates when they were born, and then you like raise them up right. You got to train them to be who they are, but like, was absolutely incorrect. My daughter came here, she was already herself, who she's supposed to be, and it was up to me to help her figure out who she is, guide her, but not to like make her into something she's not. Like she already has everything she needs to fully be herself, and yeah, so that's why her painting is so good. Like she's just fully, she loves to paint and she knows herself, and it's really fun to watch her creation process. So I really love her art. Maybe I am a little biased, maybe, but I think it's really good. Hey, how does your head feel?
Good. No more tension.
Hallelujah. Okay, so when you wake up tomorrow,
Mhm.
do you think you'll have to like get back to this place?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So this is your way of being then? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you love yourself?
Because I have a beautiful, kind soul that likes to help people and appreciates everything.
Okay. Now that's the answer that your head came up with. Okay. Now I want you to really think about your real answer. About in your heart, there's a message in your heart. This is not like, oh, because I'm a good person. Listen, you know why God loves you? Because you exist, because you were created. Okay. So like, there is not a right answer here.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a right answer.
Yeah.
But do you love yourself?
I do, yeah.
Are you having to convince yourself that you love yourself?
I do love myself. I just sometimes, I don't know, don't think of myself.
Do you act as an enemy to yourself? It's not that extreme, is it?
A little bit.
Say it again. Sorry.
I said at times, sometimes.
Okay. Like self-sabotage?
A little bit.
Okay. So that's bullshit, right? So you have some bullshit beliefs in your head that just got put in there. It's not actually who you are.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm friggin' amazing.
You are freaking amazing. It's like you just forget that sometimes, right? And so what I'm trying to tell you is stop forgetting that you're freaking amazing. Okay, There you go. I like that hair flick thing. Like, yeah, you are freaking amazing. You better mean it when you say it. Okay, I believe it. People that will watch this, if anyone ever watches this, will hear me say, "You're amazing," and they'll know this guy means what he says. He believes it. Okay, and when you say to me, "I'm amazing," I want to know, oh yeah, she believes it. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. I am amazing. You know why I'm amazing? Because God made me unique. I'm me. I don't have to like try to be amazing, just amazing. I'm amazed by life, and therefore it just keeps stacking up. Life gets better and better. You've seen it. It works, right? It works, right? Okay. So let's keep being amazed. I'm amazed by nature. I love it.
Me too.
Skittles. Sorry. Sometimes you might feel like I'm yelling at you.
No, I don't feel like that. You're so right, and I do need to own it.
Yeah, just own it. Just own it. But you do own it now, right?
Yep.
On some level, okay, there's a version of you. We're about to connect to your higher heart. We're about to connect to your perfect posture. You're about to like, you really only need to be her for 17 seconds, okay? Like all we got to do is like get you in there for 17 seconds, and that'll be enough for it to come back around again, and it'll grow every time, you know, like it'll build for us, okay? So your completion and your wholeness and your finished life, it's here right now, and you're about to embody it vibrationally with your magnetic mind for 17 seconds. And if you can do that without needing to label it, and you just fucking feel it, I'm fierce. I'm a lioness. The sun is shining on my face. God's favor is on my life. I'm a blessing to so many people already. Sometimes I have thoughts like every other human. We all have thoughts of being pieces of shit. That's just a part of it. It's a lie. It's bullshit. Okay? We got a whole new file cabinet over here. We got a whole new BS belief system file cabinet. It's really like level 2. It's spotless, baby. It's clean. You pull it out. It's like, you know what? I'm still clean. None of your bullshit stuck to me. Right? And so I love you from a distance. Like you just said that to me, and I'm going to say bless you back. And the reason why is because that person can only love you from their level of consciousness. But that doesn't mean they can bring you down to where they are. Because if you know, like, oh, well, God's love is, there's enough love for that person. There's enough love for every person. God's love is enough for each of us. Okay? And so when that posture hits you in just a minute, I'm going to snap my fingers. I told you a while ago. I'm going to snap my fingers. Yeah. Yes. That's the sky dancer. I'm seeing her. I saw her. She was there. Yeah. You know how free you're going to be? You know how many people you're going to give permission to be free? When you realize, like, I love to dance. I love it. Are we human?
Something like that.
Or are we dancers? I don't even know if you know that song, but I'll send it to you after this call.
I've heard.
Okay. Yes. All right, Sky Dancer. You're so close. Do you feel close? Or do you feel far away?
I feel close.
Yeah, God is not far away. God is close. Right there. Waiting for you to be like, just come into my heart. I love you. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to let it go. It's done. You've done the work. You've done the work, Sarah. In like your spirit is being purified right now because you're allowing a new definition of yourself. You know whose opinion of you defines you? God's opinion of you. Yeah. You know what God says? Look, you're not broken. You're human. I made you this way. I gave you a God-shaped hole so you would seek me, so you would want a relationship, because I can't expand my kingdom except through you. God works through relationship. God's going to find people through you. God's going to serve people through you. He's already doing it. You're just realizing, oh, I am called according to God's higher purpose. Stop. You can't fight it. You can't. There's no fighting it. You can't do it. So sit up and be like, you know what? I was made for more. And people are going to see the favor on your life, and they're going to be like, what is it about her that it attracts them in. And you're going to be like, there's a higher calling on my life. And they may not understand, and they may not agree. And they may be like, whatever. You could also put it this way. I choose to live with purpose. I choose to make a difference. I choose to try hard because it matters. And I choose to connect and collaborate with people so that they don't have to continue to live in their old world of fear and control. And when you become your authentic self, it allows people to just integrate their own authentic self. And they're going to be like, oh, you know what? Let me sit up a little straighter too. Right? And it's great. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, we're about to do this. I'm excited. Oh, yeah. Sun is bright now, shining. Cool. I'm just going to give you a few minutes with Source. You know what to say. I don't need to say anything. You can say it silently. I'm not asking you to share with me. Have some time. Let's just give it a little moment. Why are you confused? Stop that. This is a celebration. Do you not feel that glory and that honor that's shining on you right now? I see it. Heaven is opening up above you. Let it in. Let that flow happen. You don't need to be still. Feel what you feel. Good. That's her. Welcome home. I embody the magnetic qualities of love vibration. This is not something I'm affirming about the future. This is a declaration of who I am already. This is who I am. Just breathe. Just breathe into who you are. I love that. Your posture is so beautiful. With your shoulders back, beautiful confidence. It feels a little weird when you're sticking your neck out, right? Like, oh man, I have to really fully be me? Like I can't cower back like a turtle in my shell? Like, hell nah. They can hurt you, but they can never take your peace. We're about to do a shaman breath. Let's just invite Source in. Source, thank you. I know that you're real. I know that you're love. I know that you're higher intelligence. I know that you brought us to this moment. I know all of these things. I know that because of Jesus, we are able to set down anything that is no longer serving us. We don't need to make a sacrifice at the altar. We don't need to do anything. We freely receive your grace. It's in the breath. Grace and mercy. Everyone's deserving of that. Everyone is worthy of grace and mercy. Even people that fucking piss you off. That's coming from a limited place, a very low place. That's not coming from a place that's close to God. God loves you. He knows you're not broken. That's the thing. You were made imperfectly. We were made to be human. There's a veil that keeps us from being God. That's the point, okay? You were made to have a human experience. But you're so much more than that body. You're a spiritual being. You're embodying. Your higher heart is above your head. It's already there. It might look kind of like a vibe locker. It's like you're walking down a hall trying to find your locker. Shit, what's my combination? You can't remember. You're nervous. There's boys here today. Oh my God, what if the boys try to talk to me? I just want to be me. I just want to dance in the wind. I just want to blow dandelions and spin. What if the boys make me uncomfortable? I just want to be myself. What if he doesn't honor me? Forget those boys. Keep them back. Stay back, boys. I need space to do my twirls. I'm free. I'm gone with the wind. I'm free to be me. I'm worthy of your love, God. I'm worthy of your love, God. And even if you're not worthy, which you are, even if you're not worthy, God redeems the filthiest of us, the ones that aren't worthy. God loves us all so much. And if you can just find it in yourself to hold that love in that space for everyone else, your world will transform around you. Those people will feel you upgrade them. They will say, you know what? There's really something special about Sarah. Yeah, and any tension you may be feeling right now, let's just feel it. We're gonna cut those cords in a minute. But yeah, sometimes your new posture is a little uncomfortable. We have these habitual patterns of posture. But you're a leader. There's an army of queens that you're gonna lead. And those queens are gonna go back to their castles. They're gonna impact their families. And this global shift is gonna happen one family unit at a time. And as we raise our communities and we raise our village, the hair's gonna raise on our arms. It's gonna raise on our necks. We're gonna feel like God's love. You know why? Because we had to step there. You gotta go there first. Nobody gets to know God's love until they have a pure heart. You've done the work. You're years in the game. You're deep in this. We're just in that final point where it's like, you know what? I don't need to row upstream right now. Let me throw my paddles. I don't need to paddle. Throw your paddles. Let the current take you. God, you're in God's boat now. God's controlling the current. There's nowhere you can go that God's not leading you. You're ready. You're so ready. All you need to know is how much you are loved by you. It's a beautiful feedback loop. God's love for you is enough for you to learn to love yourself. And that confidence and that worthiness that you're going to hold inside of you, you're going to give it to those people. Because they're worthy too. Just like Michelle. And we've all been through a whole lot of trauma. And there's a whole lot of work to do. So buckle up, Buttercup. Yeah, exactly. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and close your eyes. Sit up straight. Look up, connect to the light. Allow the light in. I want you to feel the warmth of the light on your eyeballs as you feel this red energy. And you see this red energy, you feel it about you, okay? There's gonna be some other energies, possibly different colors, that are gonna also enter your field of awareness. Sometimes I feel a glow, okay? You gotta close your eyes. Your eyeballs actually dominate a third of your brain. So if you don't close your eyes, your brain is very occupied with your visual field. When you close your eyes, you begin to feel this, you begin to feel a new dimension of the universe that was always there, but your brain didn't have the space for it because you're in survival mode. We are no longer in survival mode. We left that. That's the old file cabinet. There's a whole new file cabinet you're about to start opening and pulling out a card. And there'll be words on it. It might be words written by you. It might be a Bible verse you maybe even never read. Maybe you have read. There's gonna be so many messages from Source that anytime you get lost or confused, you can be like, let me go to this file cabinet upstairs real quick. I need some feedback. I'm struggling again. And that file cabinet's always there to give you a new clean thought and to remind you like, hey, push off. Just kick a little bit from you just wound up over here on one of the banks, okay? So you're over here on one of the banks on one side, and you just gotta like kick, because you threw your paddles. You're like, I won't need these. And you're like, oh damn, what if I need my paddles? Like, it's okay, just kick your boat back to the middle of the river, okay? Don't get caught up on the side, on the bank. Get back in the flow, you know? And every emotion has a breathing pattern, okay? In those really divine emotions, they come with a breath that is, it might even feel like every cell in your body is breathing. Like it might feel like every single part of you is fully awake and alive. You might begin to feel like you're not alone. Like you do have a guardian angel, and it's not just an idea, it's not just a thought. Like you might start to feel a loving presence around you, and it's a feeling that surrounds you. And that moment can go on and on. Occasionally it leaves, and you come back to like your default awareness. But I want you to always remember you have this supercomputer mode. Like this is a part of who you are. It just took a few minutes to get you there. And it'll be faster and faster every day. Sometimes one breath will shift you back. You just close your eyes, feel the sunshine and the warmth on your face. You take one breath and you know God's love is on you. It's on your life. You were put in this moment. And all of eternity's there. Like the future people you're serving, they're watching your face right now. They're seeing the favor on your face and they're like, whoa, this is real. Look at her. She's glowing. And I don't want you to be worried about what they think of you. Whether they love you or hate you, it doesn't matter. God's love for you is enough. It's 51%. Feel free to have all your insecurities. Own them, love them. Be insecure, great. Be confident that you're just human. You're fully human. And you're so close to graduating, you know? But there's no rush. Let's not rush. You were made for the journey. So if this moment feels good enough, let's just be here. Ball of light in your cloud locker. I'm going to add some things to it. Clarity comes after creativity, or maybe before. Okay? But it definitely starts with compassion for yourself, for others, for life. and connection. Doors are gonna open in your story. And when God opens doors, they can't be closed. And so you're gonna know, like, okay, it seems like this thing popped in and this is from God. And you're gonna be tested almost immediately because it might make you stretch and feel uncomfortable and be like, wait, this is gonna grow me. This is gonna require God. Like, I'm not enough for this. That's exactly how you know it's from God. And you're gonna be tested almost immediately. And if you don't do the thing, you might find that it turns sour. It might lead you to the other bank again. And you're like, oh no, why do I feel these feelings? Well, that's your unfulfilled potential, okay? They're just pointers. They're just gonna remind you that you are on track, you are locked in, you are dialed in, you are flowing right towards your purpose. You have a mission, and let's just make it a 1-year mission. You don't need to know the mission of your life. I want you to decide, what can you accomplish in 12 months or 12 weeks? What can you do in 3 months? What can you do in 1 month? What's your mission gonna be? And I think for me, it's so easy to start with, I'm gonna live with purpose. If I'm walking down the street and I know that I walk this same block every day and I see a piece of trash, I'm gonna pick it up. Because I know if I come back around tomorrow and I didn't pick it up, I didn't leave it better than I found it, then tomorrow I'm gonna be like, well, yesterday I should have picked it up. And it leads us to this bullshit again. It's a spiral of bullshit. We're avoiding that, okay? My mind is a map of the future. So I'm gonna leave it better than I found it every day, knowing the future will be better if I just stick to the script, if I just honor my way of being. Sources above and below you. Sources within you. Sources in everyone else too. We're all playing a game. It's a multiplayer game where people are the source of their own experience, okay? They are. Your experience is all love. That's all you know. That's all there is. There's love and there's illusion. Some people are out there walking around and they're rooted in falsehood. They're anchored in anger. They're locked into the lower vibes. And you're just gonna use the map that I gave you. And you're just gonna connect them from the red. You're like, hey, how's that red feel? Let's try green. How does green feel? Green feels a little better? Okay, how about blue? How about blue? Just for a minute. You feel blue? Okay, well then feel blue. Right? And ultimately, all of the colors are good. Whatever we feel, that's just that's today. It's fine. Tomorrow's gonna be better and better. You're literally an earth angel. You're literally helping people raise their vibes by who you already are. You're serving people, you're loving them. This is who you are. You don't need to agree with me. My opinion doesn't matter.
No, I am.
I know, I'm saying God's opinion of you is what matters. So now we're walking down a path. It started at the gate. This swinging gate of breath. On some level, we already made it through the dark forest. Everybody follows the trail through the dark forest before they get to the base of the mountain. Sometimes you got to go and find them in the dark forest. And you got to say, hey, let me tell you about my path and my views. And your story is not going to be my story. You're as unique as you. And your story is going to be as unique as you too. But if you can learn from my path and my views, you'll get to choose your own path and your own views up the mountain as well. And people will appreciate you. Just being there for them, to hold space and to listen to them. And And on some level, you're standing at the top right now of the mountain. You're on top of the world. It's a peak experience. It may have already happened. It may be in the future. I'm pretty sure that you're just marching up the mountain for the first time. And every single day, the vibes are going to get a little bit higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher. And you're going to keep marching up this mountain. Okay? It takes conscious intention. Things roll downhill naturally. Things move uphill by conscious decision. We make choices and intentions. In your way of being, you're self-confident. You've got it to give. Because God's definition of you is that you are made in his image. You are made in his likeness. You are a reflection of your creator. And when the bullshit weighs you down, you're going to cut through it with breath, like we're about to do right now. Like we're about to seal the deal right here. This is it. We're about to anchor it in and it's done. You're about to have your shaman breath. You're going to say this. You're going to be like, Source is here. Like, I feel it. I feel it. We're going to do it. I already feel like I'm about to burst. Like I'm overflowing with joy already. So let's do this. Let's anchor it in. I'm adding everything to your ball of light that you've asked for, plus better, plus more. Okay? Everything else will be added to you. All the things you asked for, confidence, self-love, worthiness, connection to source,
Focus.
service to others. What else? Focus. Laser focused. Once you see, you cannot unsee. Once you know, you cannot unknow. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, I'm living with purpose. That's my mission for this week. And like, you'll figure out what your purpose is later because you live with purpose. Serve a purpose. Make a difference. You're already doing that, right? Give yourself some grace. It's a journey. They do not tell you the end destination. Your purpose is decided by you. Your mission is decided by you. You're already walking out your mission. You just can't see yourself through the way that other people see you. But right now you can. Right now you're the whole earth. It's a small world after all. Like the whole earth is inside of your core right now. It's smaller than your body. The whole earth, like time, all time is right now. There's all of eternity for the entire earth already exists in this space. You can connect to it. Source is so vast and amazing. The problems in this world are so small. You are a spiritual giant. I'm not just hyping you up. This is real. This is who you are. You know this. It's finished. The work is finished. It's been completed. Now we just get to fully accept it and embrace it and receive it. All right, let's do the shaman breath. We got 5 minutes to wrap this up. So we're gonna do the shaman breath 33. And then I'm probably just gonna end the call right there. I'm shutting you off. I'm leaving you alone. You're gonna have to be with God. And then I want you just to be. All right? Namaste, Sarah. The spirit in me acknowledges the spirit in you. Those of pure heart will see God. All things work together for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So everything that you went through was perfectly crafted to get you to right now, to make you who you are. If you can't connect to people in their pain, you can't help them out of it. Shaman breathing. Oxygen rich. I'm feeling tingles up here already. I just think about it. I'm just thinking about the breathing we're about to do. Source is so pleased with you, Sarah. So pleased. And I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to remember that you're a reflection of Source. So I want you to look at yourself. I want you to high five yourself. Because when you high five yourself, you're like, yeah, we're celebrating. We did good. You did. You do it. 33 shaman breaths. I'll bow to you, and then I'm cutting it off. And I'm going to let you decide where to go from there. Okay? Awesome. You're welcome.
So much appreciated.